welcome our MC for the evening, Maha Awad.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you could please take your seats so we could begin. Hello once again. My name is Maha Awad and I will be your host for the evening. I want to welcome you all to Access California's 2016 Gala, Preserving Dignity and Enriching Lives. We have a very special evening planned for you. We're honoring some very special people from the community, and we have an amazing keynote speaker. But before we begin, I want to welcome to the stage Access California's Vice Chair, Omar Mahmoud, who will be giving blessings for the evening.
Good evening. I would like to request if you could all please join me in a moment of prayer to start off the night. If I could have your attention. In the name of God, the most merciful, the beneficent, all praise is due to the Most High. Our Creator and Sustainer, we ask you to send prayers and blessings upon your prophets and messengers, upon the saintly and righteous that have come before us. And we ask you to surround us in your divine mercy and protect us and guide us. We ask you to ease the suffering of those who are oppressed and marginalized all over the world. We ask you to give strength and comfort to those who are fleeing atrocities and for those who are unable to escape, suffering through difficulty and tribulation. We and all of humanity, we are your children, O Lord. And we ask you in a special prayer on this night to grant success in this life and the hereafter to those individuals and organizations and groups of people who are dedicated to providing benefit, support, and nurturance to those of your children who need it the most. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you so much, Omar. Once again, I want to welcome you all, and I want to thank you for being here with us and for coming out, taking time out of your weekend to come and support Access and the work they do, the amazing humanitarian work. The ability to give people hope is no easy thing, and to give people a sense of security, and that's what Access has been doing for 18 years on a daily basis. Once again, I want to thank you, and I'm so pleased that we're all here. And I want to tell you guys about a special little thing we're doing. We're doing a Twitter contest. The first person to tweet at AccessCal with the hashtag Preserving Dignity will receive a gift from us. So please get your phones out and start tweeting. And in the meantime, I want to thank some public officials who are here with us tonight. I want to thank Mayor Pro Tem of Anaheim, Lucille Kring, Mayor Pro Tem of Artesia, Ali Sajjad Taj, Anaheim City School Board Member Al Jabbar, Deputy Chief Julian Harvey, Counsel General of Pakistan Abdul Jabbar Memon, Director of Children and Family Services Gary Taylor, and Mayor for the City of Bell Ali Saleh. And I want to welcome to the stage Mayor Pro Tem Lucille Kring.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. This is a wonderful, wonderful outpouring of love for Nyla. On behalf of the city of Anaheim, I want to welcome everybody and recognize Access California. As we all know, Nyla is the heart, the soul, and of this organization, and without her leadership, passion, and dedication to Access California, there would not be an organization such as this. For those of you who don't know, Nyla was a refugee from Syria when she came to America. She did not know one word of English, but she learned by watching American soap operas. So I think that's a plus for soap operas. This is the 17th year of building stronger communities from Access California and helping some of the world's most vulnerable start new lives. Your work is part of a long American tradition. Our nation has always welcomed and integrated those fleeing hardship, whether Ireland's Great Famine, World War II, Vietnam War, or conflict in Africa or the Middle East. America offers a new start when people need it the most. In the process, our nation becomes stronger for it. Our famous refugees include Albert Einstein, Henry Kissinger, and Madeleine Albright. Countless others join the fabric of American society as business people, employees, family members, and engaged citizens. America works because we embrace refugees and they embrace us. The process is far from perfect, and building a new life in America sometimes can be very hard. That is why your work, Nyla, is so vital. The efforts of Access California can make all the difference between hope and despair. Thank you to Nyla and Access California for all you do in our community. And I wish you great success in your future endeavors and wonderful success this evening. Thank you.
I want to announce one more public official that we have with us as well. Jordan Brandman from Anaheim Council. We're happy to have you with us as well. So, Maysoon, do we have a Twitter winner? Or? Jude Muhtasab. Come on up. We have. Where is he? Thank you. Okay. Let's get started. As you all know, you're all familiar with Access California, and you're here because you believe in what the organization does and supporting it. And I just want to say a few words myself about my experience with the organization. So I've known about Access for many years, but only recently, when I was able to go and visit and spend some time there, did I really see the amazing work that's being done. The help for low-income people, how they really are able to empower underserved people, enhance people's quality of life, and just generally increase people's self-determination and their ability to self-actualize. And this is incredibly meaningful. When I was there, I attended a class briefly. I peeked in to a class for people who had recently arrived, and they were all learning some really important lessons about knowing your rights, but also knowing your obligations. And this helps people integrate and become a part of the community. And I think that the work that they do with refugees and the work that they do for all different people from all walks of life is incredibly valuable. And that's why we're all here today, so that they can continue to do this work that they've been doing for 18 years, and we can support them. So allow me now to introduce Access California Service President of the Board of Directors and Vice President at Capital Group Companies, Ms. Khulud Bustami. And she also has a fantastic little surprise, I think, to share with us all.
Now they're going to listen to me. Thank you for saying that. Yes, surprise. Okay, well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another fabulous Access California Gala. First, let's hear it for the amazing Gala committee for putting everything together tonight for us. Thank you all for being here tonight. First, I'd like to thank our public officials, our sponsors, and our community leaders and community supporters for being here tonight. And a special thank you for Ms. Linda Sarsour, who came all the way from Brooklyn, New York, to be with us tonight. She's a wonderful keynote speaker. We're so honored to have you and looking forward for your keynote later this evening. This night won't be the same without you all. Wow. What a year Access has had last year. Access helped to preserve the dignity and enrich lives of thousands of community members last year. 9,000 clients knocked on Access's doors in Anaheim last year. 40,000 services were provided. Thanks to the amazing staff members and volunteers who are very dedicated to support and strengthen our community members. Please give them a hand. Preserving dignity, enriching lives. What does that really mean? Helping someone learn computer skills, English, mental coaching, applying for health benefits, helping someone to find a job, housing, and the list goes on and on and on. This is how we preserve dignity and enrich lives in Access. Thank you for supporting this amazing work that Access does. Remember, a community is only as strong as its weakest members. You have helped us to get here, so thank you. Well, I know you're up to a great night tonight, from our wonderful keynote speaker to our client testimonials, and of course, to our amazing DEPCA group. But again, before I leave, I would like to kind of talk about the surprise that I have for you. Well, all of us tonight, we received a letter. Yes, we all received a letter today from the White House, from the President of the United States of America. And I would like to read it for you. Can you all hear me, guys, in the back? Speak up. Okay. I send greeting to all those attending the Access California Gala 2016. Throughout our nation's history, women and men from diverse faiths and backgrounds have come together to extend dignity and expand opportunity to all who call America home. Arab and Muslim Americans have played a proud part in the legacy, helping contribute to our national life and enriching our country's character in immeasurable ways. The idea is that we can all put aside our differences to help our friends and neighbors have made America a beacon of hope to anyone who seeks its promise. By extending your hands of friendship to those in need, no matter who they are or where they come from, whether they are a child in Southern California learning to read or a family of refugees looking for a new place to call their own, your work reflects the enduring American belief that those who love their country can change it for the better. As you continue to build a more inclusive tomorrow, I wish you the best. Thank you, President Obama. Thank you, and have a great night tonight.
Thank you, Khulud, and thank you for sharing that with us. Can everybody hear me in the back? I was told that it's hard to hear in the back. I'll take that as a yes. So. Anyway, now I want to introduce to you the lady that makes this all happen and who's been doing this for 18 years. She is truly a beacon of strength and a woman of vision. I want to introduce to you Access California Services founder and executive director, Nahla Kayali. Uh-oh. There's her. She's a star of our evening. And she's coming.
Good evening, friends and family. We're so grateful to see you again. Every year at this time, we get to meet and tell you how successful we are because of you. Before we start, I would like to thank first our sponsors who made the night a great night for us, to continue supporting us for our work. The Platinum sponsors, Pathway Medical Group, Pure Aqua, Gold sponsors, Capital Group, Wells Fargo Bank, Comerica Bank, Hoag Hospital, Prime Healthcare, Orange County, Dr. Musa and Mrs. Suhaila Nasser, Mr. Mustafa Melbes and family, thank you very much. Our silver sponsors, AccessCal Builders, PIMCO Foundation, Amana Mutual Fund Trust, California School of Health Science, Newman Midland Corporation, Downtown LA Auto Group, Solution Healthcare Management, Mr. Nidal Barakat and family, Mr. Muhannad Malas and family, Mr. Muhammad Khair Diab and Nadia Diab, Dr. Subah and Dr. Liswet Dental. Thank you very much. Without your support, we really could not continue our work. Thank you very much. Every year, Access California Services recognize community members who helps make the world a better place. For 2016, we would like to honor Ms. Fiza Shah, Mr. Mahbub Akhtar, and Mrs. Lamis Hashim. And I would like to welcome our public officials for the night, Mayor Pro Tem Anaheim Lucille Crane, Mayor Pro Tem Artesia Ali Taj, Anaheim City School Board Member Al Jabbar, Deputy Chief, Police Chief Julian Harvey, Counsel General of Pakistan Abdul Jabbar Maimon, Director of Children and Family Services Mr. Gary Taylor, Mayor of City of Bell, Ali Saleh. Thank you for being here to make our night a great night. And now we would like to invite Ms. Fiza Shah to the podium.
Yes, that one. So,
We ask our board chair to be with us.
So I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about her. Fiza Shah is the founder and CEO of Development and Literacy, DIL, a nonprofit organization that empowers underprivileged students, especially girls, by operating student-centered model schools and providing high-quality professional development to teachers and principals across Pakistan. Fiza has spent her professional life advocating for girls' education and rights. Under her leadership, the organization has successfully provided quality education to tens of thousands of girls and equipped them with academic competencies and life skills that have brought an increased measure of empowerment to their daily lives. The transformation in the students' learning through innovation and cutting-edge solutions is not only shaping their destiny, but that of their families and communities. Fiza was born in Quetta, Pakistan, and moved to the United States in 1980. Educated in Pakistan, England, and the United States, Fiza holds an EMBA degree from the University of California, Irvine. She is married to Dr. Mansoor Shah, and they have 2 sons. Thank you.
You do.
And the award says, Extraordinary Impact Award presented to Fiza Shah in honor of your commitment to providing access to education for underprivileged students. Access California Services Gala 2016, Preserving Dignity, Enriching Lives, February 6, 2016. Thank you.
A very special thank you to Access California for this award, which I share with everyone associated with DIL, and there are a number of them in the room today. Nala, you have been a role model and an inspiration, not only for the younger generation, but for us adults as well. In adversity, you recognized opportunity, and you created this wonderful organization that is helping thousands of people carve a life for themselves in their new home. As my eyes scan the room, I see people from different religions and from different countries. Countries that are separated by borders, which are man-made and artificial, very often causing strife, misconception, and hate. But we must remember that we are one people, one humanity, living in one world. And it's incumbent on all of us to help those that are less privileged than we are. And especially, we must protect, as world citizens, its future, its children, from adversity, poverty, neglect, and exploitation. Thank you so much.
Second honoree, a dear friend to the community, Mr. Mahbub Akhtar. Where's Mr. Mahbub Akhtar?
Mahbub Akhtar firmly believes that a valuable member of society must pay forward, and that we are all part of this chain of serving humanity. After 9/11, Mahbub realized that the Muslim community must embark on the path of serving and making a difference to have a seat at the proverbial table. Using skills learned in his professional life, he developed a community engagement model for Orange County Islamic Foundation, OCIF, to weave its role into the American fabric and the interfaith community. Mahbub joined the board of 211 Orange County in 2007 and was elected chairman of the board in 2012. 211 OC is to non-emergency health and social services what 911 is to emergency services. He constantly worked for an increased role of 211 OC in government and the corporate sector. With the help of the board, Mr. Akhtar orchestrated merger of 211 OC with Orange County Partnership in 2012, a rare occurrence in nonprofits. Today, 211 OC's budget is double in size and is more financially stable. He continues to make the Muslim community aware of 211 OC services. He envisions 211 OC being a critical agency delivering services to improve quality of life for the underserved citizens. Public Service Achievement Award presented to Mahbub Akhtar in honor of your commitment to bringing and empowering communities. Access California Services Gala 2016, Preserving Dignity, Enriching Lives, February 6th, 2016. Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Shalom alaikum. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am extremely grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I have the opportunity to be able to do the work which I believe would have been done anyway, but that Allah chose me as an instrument. I'm grateful to Access California, its founder, Nala Kayali, to its directors, management, and staff, that they find me worthy of recognition. I can think of many people, and I know some of them are here tonight, who have dedicated their lives to the causes they believe in and continue to make a difference. I'm also privileged to be standing with two other honorees who have done life-changing work. Thank you so much. Now, we all know very well that an essential ingredient to any work we do is a supportive family. The sacrifice and the patience they bear is immeasurable. My family is not only supportive, but they're fully encouraging me. Words cannot express how I feel at this time. They are essentially partners in crime, as a saying goes. Thank you so much, and I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, in business, in academia, and in the real world, when we see a problem, we also see an opportunity. It is no different when it comes to social problems. Just like a scientist, a researcher, a businessman, or a businesswoman seizes the opportunity, the society must also do the same. It is the social scientists, the entrepreneurs, and the volunteers who are at work today tackling those difficult problems. Poverty, hunger, homelessness, and such do not befall by choice. These are happenstances into which people fall, many a time circumstances out of their own control. And therein, I believe, lies the opportunity. Volunteering is also about passion to serve. I encourage you to find a cause which you are passionate about and start working at it. Don't think of the reward. You cannot be paid back. You can only be paid forward. Only a life for others is worth living, said Albert Einstein. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples, said Mother Teresa. You are not obliged to complete the work, but neither are you free to abandon it, directs the Samud. Let the following quote be our guide by Nicholas Bardiev, a Russian philosopher. Bread for myself is a material question. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about a proverbial bread. Bread for myself is a material question. Bread for my neighbor is a spiritual one. Thank you.
I saw a lot of clapping there. So she must be there, right? Mrs. Lamis Hashim, a really great friend to our community for many, many years. She is one of the founders here, right? Yes. Yes.
And I get to say a few things about you. Born in Damascus, Syria, to a large family that emphasized ethics, moral values, and social activism, Lamis Hashim has been described by her peers as a compassionate giver and a community builder. Although her commitment to serve does not go unrecognized for over 40 years, Lamis continues to be humble and is known for her behind-the-scenes work and her countless contributions that have helped both establish and shape a fruitful foundation for our community. Whether it is establishing a Sunday school program, chairing the Women's Association at the Islamic Center of Southern California, or raising awareness about local nonprofit organizations such as the Muslim Public Affairs Council, Ummah Clinic, and Access California Services, Lamis continues to illuminate the community through her spirit of volunteerism and selfless leadership. Lamis is committed to educating her community about the importance of giving back and enriching the lives of others, and is a passionate advocate for all humanitarian causes. Currently, Lamis is an active member of the American Association of University Women, AAUW, an organization that has been empowering women as individuals and as a community through advocacy, education, philanthropy, and research since 1881. And she receives the Unsung Hero Award, presented to Lamis Hashim in honor of your tireless service for the development, enrichment, and empowerment of the community. Access California Services Gala 2016, Preserving Dignity, Enriching Lives, February 6, 2016. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Wow. You all look wonderful. This is a wonderful event. You look awesome, everybody here. You look wonderful. First of all, I want to thank the board members of Access for giving me the award, the recognition. I want to thank everybody who works at Access. I want to thank you all for being here. And I want to thank people who are not here either. Some of them are not with us today. Although I am given this award, as you could see right here, but it really belongs to you. You're the one who made Access a success. You see, I was only given 2 minutes to speak, and that's not easy for me. To speak just 2 minutes. But, you know, if you go to the program, there are 2 things that I sponsor or support Access for because of the program. What it says preserving dignity, and the dignity that we are born with. Karramna bani Adam. That's the karama that we have. And the other one is enriching life, and that's ahyan Hayat Tayyiba. That's the good life and the pure life too. And if you ever come to the office at Access, this is exactly what you see. People helping others to preserve their dignity and enrich their lives. If you ask me why would I support Access, it's because of its humanitarian effort to help people in general, no matter who they are and what race they are, what religion it is. So don't make your decision about an organization regarding personal matters. It is the goal that we need to look at. And I thank you very much. You helped me be here. And this award belongs to everyone in this room because you're the one who deserve it too. And thank you very much. Enjoy, friends and families.
Pictures? So how about another round of applause for our awardees? They are all doing amazing work in their own right. Okay, so our second Twitter hashtag is Enrich Lives. So please go ahead and tweet at AccessCal with the hashtag Enrich Lives, and the first person, Maysoon, is going to check out who tweets first, and they will also receive a little gift from us. And it's almost time for dinner, and I want you to stay tuned for our keynote speaker, Linda, who's come all the way here from New York to talk about the significance of social work and social services, and we look forward to her speech. So please enjoy your dinner and enjoy some beautiful music. And keep in mind that we do have the silent auction, and it will close in 15 minutes, and there's some great things out there, including a diamond ring from Sharif Jewelers. So please check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have enjoyed your dinner. We're about to resume our program. And first I want to thank the Saeed Jude Depka group for playing some lovely music with us, and they will be back later in the program with some awesome Depke. I also want to thank the hotel and the wait staff. They've been very, very helpful handling all of this, so thank you. And the silent auction has now closed, so please feel free to go pay and pick up your items. And before we go on, I do want to acknowledge someone we have in our audience who is a very, very special guest. We have Nobel Prize winning scientist Ahmed Zouail. So if we can please give him a round of applause. And may soon we have a Twitter winner, don't we?
Okay, and our Twitter winner for the hashtag Enrich Lives is at VJC.
Oh. Thank you, and thank you for tweeting about Access. Thank you so much. Thank you. And a couple things I just want to let you know about. If you guys like the orchid centerpieces, please feel free to make a minimum of $25 donation in the little envelope with the flower sticker on it, and then you can take the orchid home. All right. And do we have one more? We have one more Twitter hashtag as well? I think we have. Yes. We have Twitter hashtag New Americans. Feel free to go ahead and tweet at AccessCal with the hashtag New Americans, and we'll see who tweets at us first. And I want to welcome back to the stage Nahla Kayeli.
Hello, can you hear me? If you can hear me, clap once. Yay. Good evening again. Friends and family, Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon all of you. It is such an honor for me to be standing here tonight amongst amazing supporters. Thank you for our keynote speaker, Linda Sarsour, who flown all the way from New York to be with us tonight to make our night a successful night. Thank you, Linda. I have known Linda for several years, and I had the pleasure to see her grow to become such a role model and a leader in our community. I would like to re-recognize our amazing awardees, Ms. Fiza Shah, Mr. Mahbub Akhtar, and Mrs. Lamis Hashim for their continuous support of our community to make our world a better place. Thank you for your dedication. I would like to thank our wonderful MC for tonight, Maha Awad. Isn't she amazing? She's volunteering with us tonight, and she's definitely making tonight is a great one. I have to thank one person who flown all the way from Qatar last night to make sure he is here, my brother Hasib. Thank you. He made it. He promised me. And a special thanks to my mother for not missing one gala. Even if she's traveling, she's making sure she's back before the gala. And one time she was gonna have a surgery, small surgery, and she told the doctor after the gala. So thank you, Mom, for all your blessing. Without you, and your blessing, I could not be where I am today. I love you, Mom. As I look around the room tonight, I know and I see for many of us, we came to United States as immigrants from the Middle East. We came to this land, the great land of opportunity. We willingly packed our bags. We applied for immigration. We brought some money with us, bid our loved one as temporary farewell. We came here to invest, to seek higher education, to get better paying job. We came to build a home for our children and family. And to see the new world. We came with a vision and a dream to be successful. It was exciting and happy time. Didn't you? You remember the first day you arrived to United States? We were so happy. For many of us, we were confident that we will save money, raise our children here, and go back and retire in our home countries, where our real home was. The United States, for many of us, was a temporary chapter in our life. It wasn't permanent. And we had the choice to go back home at any time. I even remember myself when I was a little girl in Syria, and I would always watch television shows from United States, Los Angeles specific. I was dreaming to be part of this excitement. And I used to see from far, it is the land of opportunity. And I got this chance and I came to United States. Although I had to leave my dear family behind, I was happy to start a different life in United States. As immigrant community, we were leading a successful and happy life. As a community, we assumed everyone was doing well and fine. Everybody was working. Everyone has had access to healthcare. We have no mental health issue. We have affordable housing. And we were driving cars. We all witnessed the establishment of our community institutions. We were part of our great leaders' work in building faith-based, civil rights, civil liberty, and advocacy organizations. These institutions helped us to lay the foundations for us and for our community, for our family. The space to have our own voice, mobilizing and empowering our community to preserve our self-dignity. But all that, the equation was not complete. There was no social service agency. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but the need of social service was not clear. We as a community knew we needed to preserve our Middle Eastern heritage. We knew we needed to maintain our faith. We knew we want to make sure our children maintained our faith. We were successful, but because we all seemed to be doing well, social service and human services was not our priority. We did not see our community in need of that basic need. However, now more than ever, we need such services in becoming more and more in need of social services. But now, my dear friends and supporters, it is time to really face and address the ugly truth, the harsh reality that our community is facing. The new wave of Middle Eastern community coming to United States, they're primarily refugees and asylees, who in most cases they faced torture and trauma. They are not packing their bags out of choice. They're coming to United States because they have to. They don't have any plan. They are coming to United States. Otherwise, they have to stay in refugee camps for many, many years. According to Office of Refugee Resettlement in Washington, United States resettles 70 to 85,000 refugees annually. 90% of the refugees arriving to United States are coming from the Middle East. 50% of the refugees are children. They are arriving from countries that we have lived in and we hope to go back to. They are our families, our friends, and our neighbors. They are leaving because they witnessed and experienced war, violence, natural disaster, persecution due to race, religion, nationality, or political opinion. They're leaving because they have to leave. They're leaving loved ones, homes that they lived for many, many years, and familiar land. The route of traveling, it was a challenge. Their stories of migrations are not as bright as ours. They lived in camps for many years. They're waiting to receive notifications to be resettled in a country that not necessarily they have a choice, where they don't have families and friends. When refugees arrive to the new home, they have several barriers and struggle, but the major one is severe mental health challenges as a result of their tragic stories. All barriers are walls that preventing families from finding stability, from becoming self-sufficient, from leading a happy life. Here at Access California Services, we hear refugees, we hear about their painful past and their current struggle. But we also feel their sense of hope. And we also recognize their strength. At Access California Services, we are approached by many stories and questions from refugees. Just to give you an idea what we get in an everyday at Access and how to answer. What do you say to a refugee mother and a widow from Afghanistan when she comes to you and say, I never worked in my life, I need to feed my 2 children? What do you say to a man from Syria who knows limited English, who come to you and say, I lost all my education degrees when my house was put in a fire. I don't know how to start my life. What do you say to a 7-month pregnant refugee from Iraq when she comes to you and say, I never received medical attention during my pregnancy? What do you say to 11-year-old girl when she comes crying and say, I don't understand my teacher in class, she's getting straight Fs? What do you say to a 7-year-old man who just lost his wife, feels alone because he's without friends and families? What do you say to a child who refuses to hear fireworks because it does remind him of bombing and shooting back home. What do you say to a father, 3 young kids, who comes to you crying? He said, I was laid off and I am at risk of losing my home. At Access California Services, and because of your support, we were able to answer to these needs. The needs that here in our own backyard. This new community, our new Americans, look up to us for a support. The term New Americans, please tweet. This is part of a strategic plan by the White House to ensure our nation is committed to welcoming and integrating newcomers into the fabric of our America. Access California Services was established in 1998 to integrate new Americans as a nonprofit organization, the result of one need, which is mine, my personal need. When people start coming for services, more people start coming and receive more. After 17 years, in 2015, we served in our office close to 10,000 people. We linked them to 37,000 services combined, provide 50 different services. We serve our community in 16 languages. Our great work with our community members has not only earned us a respect from our client, but also major government entities, locally and nationally, our funders, public officials, social service agency, businesses, school district, media and journalists, foundations, service providers, and religious institutions. Access California Services is an amazing, amazing community service, providing services to the Arab American and the Muslim community. But we also bridging the gap between government agencies and service providers and our community. AccessCal is always invited and needed to sit at the table for an input and help make decisions for our community. And I think Mr. Gary Taylor can assure that, to make decisions for our community and our family. We are viewed as excellent collaborators and partners. We are seen as an asset in the community building and empowerment. Your support, your encouragement, your resources, your dedication, the dedications of board members, please rise. Please give them a hand of supporting this great organization. Our dedicated staffs, where's the staff? Please rise. Please give them a hand. Our committed, devoted volunteers, please rise. We are all together part of this mission and vision. We are building strong foundation for all of us. Together, we have a powerful voice. Humanitarian work is God's work. And we feel it every single day that we are blessed. And God is with us in every moment of serving our community. Now it's time, more than ever, to step up and please give our community a hand and support our organization. It makes even bigger impact when you hear it from our families being served. I would like to turn the attention right now to a video, captured footages from our work in our office. But before I leave you to watch this video, I wanted to share with you that we're all together in this mission and vision. We as a human being, no matter what race, religion, or a socioeconomic, we are entitled to security and stability. Thank you.
With 50 unique services available to the use of clients, Access California Services serves as the premier organization in helping to acculturate recent immigrants and refugees after they resettle in the United States. The stories are hard to witness and even harder to live. Our clients have been uprooted from their homes and lives, and they have come to the United States in search of a new beginning.
When you are alone in a big country and you don't know their language is so very hard to support, and especially when you have a big responsibility and you don't know which way you should to go.
I'm from Somalia. As a refugee came in United States. I was just worrying about my life. What I know my knowledge, I can't do anything. I cannot look for a job. I cannot do a job because of problem hearing. If I also look in front of me and there is someone calling my behind it, I cannot hear it totally. I'm just feeling more emotion because when I arrived to Access and I told my problem, they quickly helped me, my ears, and they also joined with a plastic surgery doctor. And I succeeded also the surgery. It was happened 28 October in this year. And you see now I'm just clear and well hearing. I'm just thanking especially to my best friend, you call it by Yasser.
My name is Tagreed. I meet customers and that's the job. She tell me about Access California and how they serve all nationality, all people. So I decided to visit Access California one day. I meet Fadia. Actually, she's very helpful, and I find all members here, and they help us, and they attend for everything here. We try to fill a lot of applications and in different stores and different jobs. But until finally I found the jobs in Macy's. And also she doesn't just fill the application for me. She also calls me every week, every 2 days to be sure that I am good in my job and everything is okay. Also I tell her that I want to study, not just work. I need something to myself. She also filled the application for me in different university and different college until I accept in one of the college, and I already start to study. This is my first class. So I found myself, I found my job, I found what I want. I study in computer science now, and I'm working at the same time, and also I have time for my family. So my life is full and everything, so I feel comfort and I find everything I want in Access California.
Hajira came to me, she did not work at the time. She has a big family and she's responsible for. Alhamdulillah, at the end, she was able to find a job at Walmart as a cashier.
Access يفتحوا لك عينيك، إنه يخليوك تشوف أحسن وترى مش زي الأعمى. ما بتعرف حقوقك، ما بتعرفش كيف تتوجه في هالبلاد. وهم يفتحوا لك أبواب في البلاد هذية ويخليوك إنك ويوجهوك، يعرفوا كيفاش يوجهوك ويفهموك ويخليوا لحياتك عندها معنى.
Finding health coverage through our health department or attaining citizenship with our immigration and naturalization program has never been easier, and AccessCal is here to help.
In our counseling department, we basically serve the local Arab and Muslim community and the broader Orange County community as well in individual, couples, and family therapy for young children, teens, and adults. We also hold groups for older refugees and other incoming refugees and asylees in the country, and run the mental health assessments for all incoming refugees for Orange County. As a therapist, the most important thing is to form a bond with our clients and create an environment that's warm and welcoming and trustful and safe for them so that they can be able to express themselves freely and openly. This is especially important in our community where mental health still suffers a great deal of stigma. So creating the environment where somebody's going to feel comfortable to express themselves and to be open is of the utmost importance, and it is the basis of what we do here. For Access California to have a counseling department that serves the Arab and Muslim community is of the utmost importance, especially now as we're seeing the influx of refugees and asylees coming into the country and all of the horrible atrocities that they've faced. It's so absolutely vital to be able to provide them with the services they need to make a happy and healthy transition into their new safe and secure lives in the United States. Beyond that, to be able to create a safe haven for our community here who does have a cultural difference is something unique and special that only Access California Services has been able to provide.
Whether it's finding a job through our employment services or paying rent and putting food on the table with our emergency financial program, AccessCal serves as the main artery of support for our fellow brothers and sisters in humanity. With 37,000 case management services in 2015 alone, it is clear that AccessCal has given much.
My name is Yasaman. I came to United States of America in September of 2002 with my father. We both came as refugees, and we always wondered if we can find a place like Access California that helps people find job or find financial services or adjust and assimilate to American culture. Now, after 13 years, I'm a citizen, and I came to Access asking them if I can volunteer because I really wanted to help our refugees and asylees to have an easier way going through adjustment when they are living here.
So at Access California Services, we started an after-school program for kids from 4th through 12th grade, and we help them with any subject, and most common, they all need help in math. So Michelle was a special student of mine who always came in for math help, and I helped her all the time because we usually have other tutors who jump around with other students, but I personally helped her, and I've seen her improve not only academically, but emotionally, and I could see her interaction with her parents were getting a lot better. And I'm just so proud of her because for her to get a B on a test is like me getting a B on one of my tests. So I was really proud of Michelle.
Dear supporters, my name is Khulud Bustami. I'm Access California Services Board President. 30 years ago, I moved to the United States with my family as an immigrant. Similar to immigrants and refugees today receiving services from Access California Services, I too needed the support. I wish this organization existed at the time when I needed to find an employment or improve my language or having someone to speak to help me and my family transition to our new home. I am so proud of being part of this wonderful team at Access California Services. It allowed me the opportunity to give back to my community. As a fellow community member, I'm calling on all of you to join me in supporting Access California Services. By supporting and strengthening this wonderful organization, we're strengthening and empowering our community. We're relying on you so thousands of people can rely on us. Thank you.
أنا نطلب من الكوميونتي إنهم يساعدوا الأكسس بطبيعة الحال لأنهم قاعدين يساعدوا في البشر. قاعدين يساعدوا في الجاليات اللي جاية من الجالية الأجنبية اللي جاية من الأماكن البعيدة اللي طالبة إنها تعيش، طالبة فرصة أخرى باش ينجموا يكونوا رواحهم وينجموا إنهم يعيشوا. معناتها هم كان باش يقطعوا عليهم هذا المنبع متاع العباد اللي يحبوا باش يعيشوا في البلاد هذه، معناتها كانهم يقطعوا عليهم النفس يخنقوهم. معناتها لو كان ما يساعدوناش الكوميونتي هنروح فيها.
هلا حاليا اكسس اي حدا بيجي على هالبلد ما عم بلاقي شيء، يعني ما خاصه اني بعرف ناس كثير اجوا على هالبلد ما عم بلاقوا شيء لإلهم. غريبين بهالبلد، لا لغه بيعرفوا، لا ملاقين مسكن، لا ملاقين مأوى، لا ملاقين ياكلوا. يعني المعاناه اللي عم بعانوها على ناس انا بعرفهم شخصيا، يعني اجوا على اكسس رفعتهم من الباتن للتوب. هلا حاليا عندهم بيتهم، عندهم شغلهم، عندهم دخل منيح عم بيعينهم لهالايام هاي الصعبه اللي عاشوها فيها، فعم بحسوا الفرق كتير.
هو الانسان اللي جاي من بلاده سايب، مخلي بلاده، مخلي تاريخه، مخلي حاجات في بلاده، الحاجات الحلوه والحاجات المره، وطالب انه باش الملجأ، انه باش يعاود حياته من اول وجديد. معناتها هما يخليوا يديهم مفتوحه عليهم ويعاونوهم، مش يزيدوا يغرقوهم ويزيدوا يخنقوهم اكثر. احنا نطلبوا منهم انهم يكملوا يساعدوا الكوميونتي، يساعدوا أكسس كاليفورنيا. هذا اللي نطلبه منهم.
I'm positive now you are convinced of the great work we do on a daily basis. I urge you to support our mission in preserving dignity and enriching lives.
We want your help, but more than that, we need it. Just as a candle helps illuminate the darkness, AccessCal helps illuminate the dark moments in the lives of our clients. Please help us keep the candle shining.
So I think now you have a better idea of some of the amazing work they do. And Nahla, thank you for your devotion and your passion about this for the past 18 years. We want to announce the winner from our hashtag New Americans, and then I'll also tell you about the fourth hashtag, which is Welcome Refugees. So please tweet us. Maysoon, who won the New Americans hashtag?
For the New Americans hashtag, our winner is Muhammad Shille.
Ooh. Somewhere? There. Thank you for tweeting, Muhammad. Thank you. Okay, so please go ahead and tweet us at AccessCal with the hashtag Welcome Refugees. And now I want to introduce to the stage a man who has quite a difficult job at Access California. He helps people spiritually and psychologically. He is Access California Services Associate Director and Mental Health Director, Sheikh Suhail Mullah.
Assalamu alaikum. May the peace of God be upon all of you this beautiful evening. I think they brought me up for this particular segment for, I think, one of two reasons. First of all, do you know what I'm up here for, right? Okay, you know what I'm up here for. It's one of two reasons. Either because I'm the most handsome man in the room, and they needed to charm you, right, to make this happen, or I'm the scariest man in the room, so I'm not really sure what it is. But one way or another, I'm going to encourage you, hopefully, and that's probably the real reason why they brought me up here, to encourage you to give tonight. And I just want to kind of remind you, for many of you in the audience who have a faith perspective in terms of why you give, right? When you look from that perspective, we see some real encouraging things when we look and we look to the deeper reasons why we give, right? So we remember the prophetic saying that says, "Ma naqasa malun min sadaqah," right? Even if you're bad at math, how many of you are bad at math in this room, right? Some of you are good, some of you are bad. Doesn't matter where you stand, you understand numbers or not. But this beautiful piece of advice says that wealth is not decreased by giving. Would all of you agree to that statement? Yes, wealth is not decreased by statement. You open up this pamphlet in the middle of your table, tear it off, mark down how much you want to give. A lot of you had already a set amount that you gave before or that you planned to give. But when you remember, even if you're bad at math, wealth is not decreased when you give. That's the prophetic promise. What about the divine promise? وَمَا آتَيْتُم مِّن زَكَاةٍ تُرِيدُونَ وَجْهَ اللَّهِ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُضْعِفُونَ. Right? That those, or anything that you give in zakat, in giving, in your hard earnings, your hard income, and you give from your pocket, and you're doing that seeking the favor of your Lord, you will definitely be increased. The prophetic promise says that your wealth will not be decreased, but the divine promise says that you will be increased, right? You give and more will be given to you. And all of you have experienced that in your life. So we have in the middle of all of your tables this small envelope. It tells you a little bit about what we do, but there's this part that you can just simply rip off, all right? Not as bad as I did. Fill it out and please give. And you know why you need to give. You know what we do. You know what we're all about. If you haven't been to Access, if none of your family members have been to Access and have benefited from the service, come visit us and see what we do with your own eyes, right? It's impactful. You will understand firsthand what we do, but you've also seen, and many of you are your lifetime supporters. So please continue to support us. Thank you so much.